What's going on, everybody? So today we are checking out the most expensive townhouse ever listed for sale in Warwick Village, Alexandria. So I'm going to show you the home, talk about the neighborhood as well if you're thinking about moving here, and give you my thoughts overall at the end of this video. And of course, you're right next to Del Rey with all the restaurants and shops, close to DCA Airport, Arlington, Amazon HQ2, DC, everything like that. So that being said, let's head outside and we'll get this tour started. So this one is listed for $998,800 with Carmen Beret of Sampson Properties, and the home was recently completely renovated by a local developer. Inside we have 4 beds, 3.5 bathrooms, multi-generational living with a gorgeous basement suite, and you're in one of the most underrated neighborhoods in all of Alexandria with walkability, close-knit community feel, and right next to Del Rey, but without Del Rey prices. So let's start the tour, and if you have any questions or would like to set up a showing for this home or any others in the Northern Virginia area, just reach out to my team and I below, and we would love to assist you. All right, here we go. Trying out this dual capture on the iPhone, and as soon as we walk in here, we got this nice fireplace here. We do have the wide plank flooring and plenty of space. It feels very spacious for these Warwick Village homes. Just back up here a little bit. Got the open concept here, so this would be kind of like the dining room area. And we got our coat closet right here. And then just before the kitchen, we got our powder room here. And we do have the pocket door. And we'll check out the vanity. So this is a huge kitchen. One good thing about Warwick Village, so these were built in the 50s. Everyone has pretty much done some type of renovation. So if you buy a place in Warwick Village, there's plenty of ideas out there. You can just email my team and I, and we can send you some good ideas from what other people have done. So we got the quartz countertops. Go out in the backyard in a second, but you do have the fully fenced in yard. And this is a very dog-friendly community, pretty active community. I feel like that's pretty much all of Alexandria, or at least around here, around Del Rey, Potomac Yard. So we got the LG gas stove here. Let's check out these cabinets. And refrigerator. All right. Yeah, so pretty nice kitchen, and then there's kind of like pantry space right there. And then you have a dry bar area right here. You could put like a beverage cooler, put your wine. Should probably open this up as well. And let's check out the backyard. So definitely a manageable backyard. Some people put sheds, little storage sheds. Put like a hot tub if you want, whatever you want. So what's cool about this one is you have a basement entrance right here. So if you wanted to like Airbnb or rent it out or whatever you want to do, you got that option there. And Alexandria is an Airbnb friendly place. Now the neighbors don't always love it, but great way to make a little side income, or you could just rent it out long term. So let's head back inside. And a lot of the homes in this neighborhood are like 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. So this one is 4 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, and basically 2,000 square feet, which is also 500-600 square feet bigger than most in this neighborhood. All right, so we'll head upstairs, and if you guys have any questions or would like to set up a showing for this one or any other homes in the Northern Virginia or DC area, reach out to my team and I below, and we would love to assist you. And also make sure you are signed up for my Northern Virginia weekly email newsletter. We go over market updates, different houses, and helpful things like that. So we have 3 bedrooms up here, and actually pretty good size bedrooms, I would say. Check out this bathroom. So we got the hallway, bathroom with the tub, the modern toilet, and we got the wide plank flooring up here as well. Check out bedroom number 1, which could also be an office. And then actually, let me show you something. So as far as parking, it's all street parking. Usually, like, I've been in this neighborhood for 10, 15 years doing real estate here. Usually parking is not too difficult to find. It's street parking, but usually you can find a spot. Got a little closet there. And like I mentioned, it's a very active community, so there's always like little community events. There's actually a pool in this area as well. And then of course you have like Mount Vernon Trail, you got all the trails and parks around here. So if you're into biking and kayaking, I need to start going kayaking. That seems like it'd actually be kind of fun. Not with the class 4 rapids or anything like that, but just a nice, calm kayaking trip. All right, let me stay focused on this house. Up here, we got our washer and dryer. So it's a little bit tight, but definitely enough space. And then this would be the primary suite. So I always like when they have it staged like this. Give you a bird's eye view of some of the other houses. So I like what they did over there. You can see they got the patio, they got the privacy trees, the nice landscaping. So that is one thing this neighborhood is great for. Besides being super convenient, dog friendly, people friendly, close to restaurants, you can get so many great ideas by looking at what your neighbors have done. Let's check out closet. So this is the primary closet. Now I have seen some people use other additional rooms as closets, but this 1950s style, they didn't really do the massive closets. And again, I've seen some people actually, just build closets on the side of the wall kind of thing. So that could be an option as well. Like you see in New York City with some of those super small places where they still manage to build a closet or put a closet. So very nice looking shower here. Seems like a nice renovation. So that was 3 bedrooms, 2 baths up here. We still got the basement to check out, which is super cool. So let's head downstairs. And of course, if you guys have any questions or would like to set up a showing for this house or any homes in the Northern Virginia, DC area in any price range, reach out to my team and I below. And as always, we would love to assist you. And be sure to sign up for my, let's get this view of the kitchen right here, Northern Virginia weekly email newsletter. Go over different houses, market updates, different things like that. So even if you're 1 week away from trying to buy or sell or 1 year away, it's still a good idea to stay updated with the market. And let's talk about prices as well. So most of these townhomes sell like in the $750,000, $775,000 range, but obviously they're not as big as this one and not as renovated. This one is basically at $1 million. So like I mentioned, it's the highest. However, there was one in 2024 that sold for $960,000. So a couple years later, very high-end renovation. There has been some precedent for this price. And here is our basement suite. I guess they're putting a refrigerator right there. So you could have a little either rental suite or hangout area. Let's actually open this up. So not too many stairs, just a few. And you got the gate right there, so you can definitely rent this out. We got some more windows. Oh, we have a second laundry. I was actually not expecting that. So laundry for the main level, and then if you rented this out, let's check out the bedroom. Actually, we got a closet right here. A pretty good sized closet. So this would be our bedroom. I might add another light. But got our egress right there. Pretty decent ceiling height, maybe 7-foot ceiling. And that just looks like a sump pump and a little bit of storage and your shut-off valve. And then we got our closet over here. And we have our full bathroom. So 3.5 bathrooms. I think that is a record for Warwick Village. Well, the one that sold in 2024, I think also had that amount of bathrooms, but gorgeous shower here. Looks like a very high-end job. And let's just walk upstairs and I'll show you the neighborhood one more time. And I'll tell you my thoughts about this one as well. Yeah, so overall, I think it's a very quality renovation. It seems very spacious. This location, is incredible if you don't want to pay Delray prices, but you still want the amenities of Delray. This is a great neighborhood. With the price, there's really only one comp for it, and that was a few years ago. But if this does sell at $1 million, there's about to be a lot more renovations in this neighborhood if people can do the addition and full renovation and get $1 million. So those are obviously single family, but then from here on over is all these solid brick townhomes. All right, so let me know what you thought about this one. And as always, reach out to my team and I below. You can call, text, email, whatever you prefer. We would love to assist you in Northern Virginia or the DC area.